The thing that comes to mind, obviously, the St. Louis win and the opening weekend sweep certainly were, uh, positive and very pleased with the outcome and the efforts. The Dayton draw sticks out a little bit in that we had a 2-0 lead. It was at home. It was a rivalry game, a pretty good RPI game as well, and just how we did not have composure and the wherewithal to finish that game out, myself included. Overall, though, I think we played pretty well against Duquesne despite the draw. We're very composed, very tight defensively, really generate a lot of scoring chances. And I think every team has one of those games per year, with that being the first time we were shut out. And like I'd indicated the other day, I thought the St. Bonaventure win was as good of a win. Team win, gutsy win, come from behind win. Willing out a win, so to speak, as we've had since I've been here. So, top part of the conference, top four, have a game in hand on most of the teams ahead of us. Certainly can control our destiny. And, with a challenging weekend ahead, I still like where we're at as far as the final four games. And every goal we have down from day one is still attainable, and that's the biggest thing. As far as describing the two programs, Virginia Commonwealth is as close to a professional team in our conference. They play with a lot of style. They play with a lot of rhythm. They have a lot of flair to their team. Real attractive soccer, very systematic, well coached, pretty disciplined on both sides of the ball, and definitely have a third, fourth, and fifth gear that they can get into, especially on the break, which we don't see all the time. Down the other end of Richmond, it's funny. It's a program that have seniors who are playing for something because the program, as of right now, is not going to continue. And then you have underclassmen who are playing for videos for auditions for other schools. So the coach is an interim one-year coach, so he certainly didn't lose his job. And I really feel like everybody there has nothing to lose. There's a lot of pride and a lot of spirit, and that's going to be a tough out as well. Their style is a little more direct and a little more athletic oriented maybe than VCU, but another tough weekend. They're all hard. Going on the road is hard, and our biggest thing is to take care of the first half of VCU. But to finally get a win under our belt on Friday, we have not done that since I've been here, and I feel like that's really something we got to do to, kind of get some breathing room going into a Sunday for once. It's funny. In 2010, at this point, we were in first place, and 2011, at this point, we were not in the playoff running. And right now we're in about third or fourth. So we've been on the top. We've been out of it. We've been in it. We've computer watched the last day 2 years in a row now. And I think, if anything, our veteran team, despite our championship pedigree, realizes that getting to the playoffs is a goal in itself, and getting to the playoffs is hard. It's a road. It's a grind. And getting one of the 8 spots is, actually is it's not a right. It's a privilege. So I think we have a pretty good perspective on the fact that even though we're doing okay thus far, this is a funny league. Anything can happen. There's certainly no easy outs. But I do think, again, if you came and watched our training session or came around our program, I don't think there's really anything different than before, despite the mathematics, whether it be the RPI, the rankings, our record being different. I really think we're very much in the middle and a game-to-game, day-to-day approach. Sounds like coach speak, but I really think, from the tone of my interview and the tone of the team, it's really, how we've done it, and probably the main reason why we are where we are.